Hi folks, Buffin here with your Antifa News Brief for September 2nd, 2022. Tonight would be a great night for arresting Trump. It's still the middle of the night. Really, this whole weekend would be a great weekend for arresting Trump. Really, the whole last 6 years, any time would have been a great time for arresting Trump. But considering the situation they got themselves in, now would be an ideal time. Labor Day. It's Labor Day weekend. Now, it's fitting because it would be Joe Biden and the Department of Justice and all the agents and stuff doing their jobs. So it'd be fitting for it to be Labor Day. But it's also nice to think about if one of the reasons they're so hesitant to do their jobs and get justice done and arrest Trump is they're afraid of blowback from Trump mutineers. Well, half of those guys are going to be on pontoon boats this weekend, so they're not going to be doing much. They'll be, for Labor Day, on vacation. So that's one reason why it would be a good time. I know I just posted a video about how the FBI, as far as I can tell, didn't seize the surveillance tapes at Mar-a-Lago, which seems to me crucial to find out who would have had access to these documents while they were there, which seemed like it was maybe a charade. And I didn't mention at the time, but they also just said outright they weren't planning to arrest Trump, at least not until after the midterm elections. Now, hopefully that's just a lie or to give them a false sense of security. And so I am kind of banking on that. But the really encouraging thing that happened today that made me change my tune from saying that it seems like another charade like the Mueller report and the impeachments and things like this that aren't resulting in justice being done, is that Biden's speech today served as what I was hoping was kind of like a seatbelt enforcement, a click it or ticket or drunk driving enforcement, law enforcement measure to kind of let people know in advance this is anti-democratic. We don't want anybody doing any violence, and we're going to be on the lookout for it. I didn't hear much of Biden's speech today, but the parts I heard seemed to reference specifically, Lindsey Graham calling for riots. Not calling for a peaceful protest, but Lindsey Graham's calling for riots. So I don't see why you can't just go ahead and arrest him and other people like him, as well as Trump, all the Trump mutineers really, who were stoking this treasonous insurrection. Now, they mentioned before Biden came on that it's rare for a president to do a primetime speech on a day, this was September 1st, on a day that there's not big news. Now, there has been big news about Trump's Mar-a-Lago being raided, but maybe it's the upcoming news of Trump's arrest that he's getting out ahead of to remind everybody what we should know. It shouldn't be a news flash that we don't want violence, that we want to vote and things like that. But hopefully some people got that message now and or are on their pontoon boats, so nothing bad will happen against all of Trump's wishes. And I'll make another video about why even the worst case scenario, there's just not that many of them, and I'll explain that mathematically. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Stop Trump.